I'm back. This is my second haul video for today. This order was from a Bit of Bliss. I think she says wax and more. I can't remember the rest of her name and her company title, but a Bit of Bliss. And she does have a Facebook group page, which I think is under like Waxalicious something or another. I don't remember it offhand, and I don't have my Facebook up in front of me. But she was selling through her Facebook page up until, actually, I think just this last week. And she was running a Christmas promotion that she had running for quite a while, probably almost a month. And this is actually my second order. I did not film the first order just because when I received it, I think I was really busy with work, and there's a couple orders that I've gotten over the last month or so that I haven't filmed, so I apologize, guys, but you'll probably end up seeing those in my melting reviews. At the time I placed my first order, she was only selling paraffin wax, which she was the first vendor I've ever purchased just paraffin wax from, and one of the things that she put on her website was that, or on her Facebook group page recently, was that her wax requires a 24-watt hot plate warmer, which I did not have. So I haven't really melted a lot of her wax, the paraffin that I have, because I've struggled finding a 24-watt hot plate warmer that I didn't have to have shipped. I was trying to avoid paying shipping fees because I know there's online vendors that sell it, but I was really trying to find it in a local store. Well, I think I found one just the other day at Bed Bath & Beyond. And so I'm going to have to go back and melt some of her paraffin, because I tried melting the paraffin in a couple of my other warmers, like my 20-watt hot plate warmer. It actually, one of her scents worked really well in my 20-watt hot plate warmer. So that might actually be okay depending on the scent, if it's a strong scent, because I think that one that I melted was a strong scent. I also tried in my 25-watt light bulb warmer, and it didn't throw well. So that, I think it just wasn't hot enough. So so I am trying, when I like melt from a vendor, if I don't have a lot of success the first time, I go back and try and see if I need to maybe melt it in something else before I'll maybe post a review on it, because I want to make sure I'm being completely fair and I'm melting according to the vendor's instructions. And I'm really new at this. So anyhow, so I haven't really talked a lot about my first order, but that will probably come up soon, and I have plans for the new year of, okay, I'm kind of going way off topic, so I will do that in a separate video. I will talk about my plans for the new year's video. Anyhow, so I went ahead and placed another order because she is doing soy wax now, and I like soy wax better. I find that I have just better performance from it. And so she was still doing her sale. I actually was able to get this order in on the last day of her sale, which she was doing 2 5-ounce bags of chunks for $8. And each bag could be a different scent, and you could have up to 2 scents blended within each bag. So, and then also, so she was doing soy, so that kind of pushed me to do this. And then also, I had seen another YouTube video, let's see if I can find her name, from Sarah Baker, and she was raving about 2 scents from a Bit of Bliss that I hadn't tried. One was cherry tobacco, which is this one here, and one was Irish cream, which is this one over here. And she was saying how the cherry tobacco kind of just reminded her of that fresh, like her childhood, that like fresh tobacco kind of scent. And I remember as a child with some of my family members going into like tobacco shops, and that fresh unburned tobacco smell, like either cherry tobacco, vanilla tobacco, whatever, is I always love that scent. I've always loved that smell of fresh tobacco. So I thought, okay, I'm going to try this out. So I went ahead and placed an order that included those 2 scents, and then I added in a couple other things. So these 2 bags here on the left are both the cherry tobacco, because I was like, well, if I love it that much, I need to get 2 bags of it. And so on cold sniff, I get mostly the cherry. Now this is soy wax. Oh, and what I also like, that my first order, she didn't do this because I think it was paraffin. Paraffin does not have to cure, but that since this is soy, she adds the cure date on here, which is great because that's something that if it doesn't have a pour date, then I usually throw on a sticker that has the date of either if it's a loaf, I put the date it's going to be ready, or if it's a larger item, that's what I do. If it's a smaller item, I just put the date I received it. But I usually date all my stuff because it helps if it has to cure, then I know like when I can use it. And also with so much wax, because I am building up quite an inventory of wax here, I will be able to identify as time goes on the older items that I will need to melt up before they get too old. So anyhow, so she has the date on here for me, so that's fabulous. So I can't melt this now for about another week and a half. So I'm going to have to be patient. But it smells great. I think I get more of the cherry right now. And there's a different note to it. And this is on cold sniff, and I know you can't rate a reviewer on cold sniff. This is just kind of my first impressions right now. So I'm excited to melt it, but I'm getting the cherry note, so you have to like cherry. I like cherry as long as it's mixed with something else. I'm getting another note of something else in here. It's not distinctly tobacco to me right now, but that's, you know, again, that's because this isn't melted and it needs some time to cure. But it's just another scent in there that kind of subdues the cherry, and I really like it so far. So I'm really excited to melt this and see how it turns out. So anyhow, and I think that, you know, this is a great size. I love the size of her chunks because it lets you control like how much you want to put in depending on the room or how the strength you want it, whatever. So one of the other scents that I just decided to go ahead and get is caramel apple and candy corn. And that's because this scent is very popular. It goes by a different name, but it's very popular with another vendor. And as opposed to placing an order with that vendor, which I'm sure I will order this from that vendor someday. I've heard so much about this particular combination, the caramel apple candy corn, that I thought, okay, I have to try it. Since I was placing this order, she had those two scents. I thought I'd go ahead and try them together. And when I smell it, I get the caramel and the candy corn the most right now. I'm not getting a lot of apple, but that's okay. And I know that'll probably come out when I melt it, but it smells so good right now. It makes me want to eat it. So I'm really excited for this one. I think what I like about this one, it tends to be a fall scent, I know, but I like caramely, sweet, kind of comforting scents when it's cold out. So winter is just started, I think, yesterday. And granted, I'm in Southern California and our winters aren't that rough, but January, February, March, we can have some pretty cold days. So this is one of those scents that's great on a cold day, cold and rainy day. So I'm really looking forward to melting that. Another one that I've heard about, almost every vendor has a version of this. They either call it Elf Sweat or they call it something else to be creative. I've heard so much about it and I've never gotten it because I thought the scent combination sounded funny to me, but I've heard so many people rave about this scent. And so she carries this scent as well. And I keep saying she. I should actually know her real name. I think it's Melissa. I hope I have that right. Sorry if I screwed it up. But I believe her name is Melissa. And she had this scent, so I went ahead and said, I will give it a shot. And I'm so happy I did. I cannot tell you right now what's in here. I don't have the scent descriptions pulled up. But I'm sure everyone that's watching this is pretty familiar with that scent. Because it has like an effervescent. I think there's supposed to be a soda or something or effervescent-y note in it. But right now when I'm smelling it on cold sniff, it reminds me of lime, like 7-Up, kind of like a lime effervescent scent. But then there's other notes in there too to make it a little bit more complex. Oh, and it smells so good. I think that is a scent that's good for a warm day. And that's what I actually find that how I melt. I'm looking up the scent description for that, so bear with me really quickly. I'm going to go to her webpage. I think it's a bitofblisscandles.com, which she doesn't have her website on her stickers. She should add that so people know, because she does have a website set up now that just opened. She does offer free shipping on her website. However, the prices are a little bit higher. I think they're more equivalent to kind of Front Porch prices, but without a discount, because Front Porch has that 10% off all the time and free shipping. So she's kind of set it up that way, I think, except you don't get that 10% off. But she does have her website available to order, and her website looks really nice. But let me pull up the Elf Sweat description really quickly. So it's fizzy soda pop bubbles, candy canes, sweet syrup, sugar crystals, and sweet candy. And if you guys are hearing music bass in the background right now, I think my neighbor has decided to have a party, and I am in an apartment building, and I can feel the vibration coming through my floor. I am upstairs, and I think my downstairs neighbor is blasting some music, so I apologize if you hear that. But anyhow, so definitely get the fizzy soda pop. That is like the top, like the first scent I get. Candy canes, I don't really get candy cane in this. Sweet syrup, I think and sugar crystals and sweet candy. That sweet syrup, sugar crystals, and sweet candy, that's all just sweet, 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 sweet to me. So I get sweet. But I think it smells really nice. So, but I haven't tried it from any other vendor before. So this will be the first time for me once I do get around to melting that one. The next scent, which I said I had heard about and really wanted to try, was Irish Cream. And this smells like, to me, if you've ever opened a bottle of Irish Cream alcohol, like the liqueur, that's exactly what it smells like. And it smells really yummy. It makes me want to eat it because it's very sweet. And I don't know, okay, since I have her website up, let me see what she says. So it's creamy, dreamy, and rich with a slight nuttiness and definite hints of vanilla. Okay. So yes, you get a little bit of nuttiness, but you just get more. It's like a creamy scent. Vanilla, yes, I get the vanilla. There's something else though in Irish Cream that I think gives it like a unique scent because it's not just nutty, vanilla, creamy. There's something else in there. I don't know what it is, but it smells just like the liqueur, the Irish Cream liqueur. And then this is one that I believe Sarah Baker had gotten a combination of. It's Irish Cream and gingerbread. And I thought that sounded great, and so I wanted to go ahead and try that as well. And so I'll pull out a chunk real quick. You can see it's like the Irish Cream is probably the lighter tan, and then the gingerbread's the kind of brown or dark tan color. And sniffing this, I get more of the gingerbread, which makes sense because gingerbread's spicy. The Irish Cream is much creamier note. But I think when I melt it, once it's cured and ready to melt, that creaminess I'm sure will really come out. But I love gingerbread scents anyways too. So if you like gingerbread and you like Irish Cream, this is a good scent. It smells fabulous. So I'm really pleased overall with this order. I am glad that I purchased it in soy. I know there's a cure time with it, but I do think overall I think I just prefer soy. Anyhow, this is my video from A Bit of Bliss. Her website is abitofblisscandles.com. I don't know. I think, is she custom or ready to ship? I think it's custom at this point. So you can place an order anytime and she makes it and sends it out. So, and she's been really experimenting with a lot of different like pies and cupcakes and loaves and different things. So there's a lot of options on her website if you really are into blending scents on your own. Her scent list is not as lengthy as some other vendors, but she does have quite a bit, and I think she's adding it to it pretty regularly. So anyhow, I will, once I start melting this in the new year, I will definitely come back and give you a review on how hers performs. So thank you for watching, and another video will be coming up with another haul. Thanks, bye-bye.